excited. Ooh, we got some supports to do. Yes. Tornado warnings. Oh my gosh, that's so scary. Oh, Chris, thank you. Thank you, thank you. That's what I want to be. Take the good in everything. Find the good. Bernadetta and Seteth. Aw, wow, they have a lot of supports together. All right.
Oh, is that Seteth?
Her little, like, singing.
Wow. He looks really deep in thought. I wonder what he's writing. A secret diary, maybe?
That phrase doesn't quite work, does it? Let's see about an alternative.
Too uncertain for a diary. Maybe it's a letter. Or a poem.
No, that's bound to introduce misunderstanding. Precision is the key.
The writing
It
process.
must be really important if he's putting that much thought into every word.
But I mustn't overcomplicate things either. Parting words ought to be precise.
Parting?
Parting.
It's a farewell letter? Is he writing his resignation?
Right. And then Sora
Can be a
looked into
little
Riku's
scary
eyes. That's right.
sometimes. I hope he doesn't leave. It'd be sad to see him go.
Oh my
She
god,
makes such
Bernadetta,
rash
you found
decisions.
another
He's unhappy about
fanfiction
something,
writer.
He should tell someone.
That's an angsty fic. The best kind.
Do you really think I would resign?
You
Oh my
heard
god, are
that?
Seteth and Bernadetta
If you don't wish to
gonna
be
bond
heard
over
talking to
fanfiction?
yourself, then you should not speak so loudly. I'm sorry to hear that you find me intimidating.
I'm sorry. I won't disturb you ever again.
Wait, Bernadetta!
Oh, how nice, Chris. Congrats on finishing midterms.
Typical behavior for the girl. Most concerning. Can she really go through life this way?
Aww. Oh, I want to see more of their support now. Okay. Let's see. First one. Oh, we gotta explore. Alright. Taking care of business. Gilbert. Gilbert with all the quests.
Speaking, House Fraldarius is a military house. They swore fealty to the royal family at the kingdom's founding. The current family head, Lord Rodrigue, was raised like a brother to the former king. He harbors a loyalty that goes beyond mere duty. Perhaps this is why he was willing to lend us his aid.
Perhaps.
I have a request.
Merchant traffic. I'm sad not seeing the other kids around, not getting to talk to them. Does he I don't know what he likes.
Thank you.
I have a pitcher plant, Gilbert. I don't know. Alright, what advice can I give? What sagely advice can I give to Alois? I hope to improve my riding skills before our next battle. Any suggestion for where to begin? I want people to see me on horseback and say, "He reigns supreme!" Aha! You don't want to say that you're gonna ignore his puns. He likes his dad jokes.
May my song reach the goddess in the sky.
It is.
Oh, did we get it already? Yeah! Oh, this is their A support.
Flame.
Here to pester me, brother?
No, I think I'm the one who ought to be pestered.
Regardless of what I say to you, it is not as though it has
gotta be
any
really weird
effect
having
in
your daughter
reducing
call you
your worry
brother.
over me.
That is true. No matter where you are, and no matter what you're doing, I will always worry. But that's only because I treasure you so very much.
Aww.
Please understand, I'm not trying to hurt you.
Of that I am well aware. I am touched that you care so deeply. When I think of it, it is my own fault that you have become so overprotective. I cannot blame you.
No, the fault is entirely mine. You were still so young. I placed far too much strain on you, and our lack of resources was no excuse. Worse, I failed to watch you during the battle. Your mother, too.
Aww.
We lost her because of me.
Aww.
Afterward, it broke my heart to see how much you would need to rest just to survive. I swore that I would dedicate every moment remaining in my life to your protection.
Aww.
Ever since then, I have been afraid of falling asleep. My fear of sleeping is outmatched only by my fear of spending my life alone. Even if it cannot last, I want to live among my peers as one of them, as an ordinary person. Similar to how you and Mother coexisted with your own comrades back then, fighting side by side.
Quite right. I know you must leave the nest someday. No matter how many ages our lives may span, I know that's the way of it.
Father.
How old are they?
Don't.
Nobody is listening, Father. Let me address you as such just this once.
Aww.
I have valued the quiet days you and I have spent alone together, but I am no longer a child. Just as you
I'm
and Mother met
800,
one
Dad.
another, and eventually I was brought into the world,
I know. Please, no more. No matter what happens, you are my daughter. It gives me great joy to see you grow. But please, at least until this war is over, let me continue to worry. You're the most precious person in my life. I can't bear the thought of losing you.
It seems I have no choice in the matter. I shall allow you to worry about me enough for yourself and Mother both. But only that much and no more, my dear Father Keyhole.
Keyhole.
Sethlene.
Wait. Keyhole and Sethlene? What? I have a support with Seta. What?
Hi there!
Something's telling me I've heard the name Keyhole before, but not Sethlene.
If you stand in my way, I will strike you down.
Okay. That's right. Dimitri went all like,
Maybe.
you're not immune now. Dimitri is a danger to himself and others, and including us.
Need something?
Like, he directly said, you're not immune.
This one?
We're gonna complete this one.
You're all set.
Yeah!
See you again soon.
Look at that. I've heard both of them before. Mmm. Rare things. Who's got a collection of rare things? Huh.
So, Lady Rhea must be so scared. We gotta find her quick as we can. We got
She's
reinforcements from the Kingdom people now, right? Then we ought to be able to go save her.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, were they the statues? Were they the names of the statues? I was not even paying attention. In the slightest. Hi, Sunny.
Thanks, Professor.
I don't know. Take things here. Oop. I will go look again.
Well then, the battle at ALL was a tactical marvel. You grow stronger with each passing day. Where does your talent end and your crest's power begin? Are they one and the same, I wonder? Most intriguing. Yet it is quite difficult to draw useful conclusions given the situation. It is quite unfortunate I did not achieve my research goals before the war broke out. So much unknown. Now, I fear I will not have those answers even by conflict's end. So very frustrating.
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh.
Professor? Oh, hello there, Professor. Did you need something from me? It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to?
If I've heard it before, Face, yeah. So I won't remember. I am Sunny, thank you. Same. Yes.
I thought so. Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority.
Oh, thank you,
Whether
Manuela.
it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
Here you go. Here. Have a lily.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor!
Hi!
Next, we face the Great Bridge of Murden. We actually crossed it a long time ago. Do you remember? It was 5 whole years ago. It seems like so long ago, doesn't it? It's odd how fast time flies. Everyone was still friends then. After the fighting, we all ate together without splitting into our separate houses.
Aw.
I often wish we could go back to those peaceful days.
Aw.
Thank you so much.
Eternal! There he is! Ah! Oh, so you went camping all weekend. How was it?
Thank you so much.
I think might be maxed out with the net. I don't know. It's alright.
So, the renowned shield of Fargus is now on our side. That is quite reassuring. Not only will he provide valuable support in battle, but he has also brought us much-needed supplies. We cannot grow complacent, however. We must take the Imperial capital as soon as possible.
Yes. That does sound tiring, Eternal. I just saw Seteth and Flane's A rank support, which was very interesting.
I accept.
Have a daffodil. Oh, wait, no, wait, nope, nope, go back. Nope, that, there. Saint Keyhole. One of the 4 saints. Compassionate yet stern figure whose faith was so true he was able to perform miracles. He's the father of Saint Sethlene. statue of Saint Sethleen, one of the 4 saints. It is said that she was a beautiful and kind soul who was beloved by all for her empathy and her ability to heal severe wounds. She's the daughter of Saint Kehoe. Well... so they are super old. Or reborn, or something. Huh. Huh. There are 4 saints under the service of Saint Saros. Saint Sethleen, who you just learned is Flayn, and Saint Kehoe, whom you just learned is Seteth, are 2 of them. I have questions.
Here's an idea. On the north side of the Great Bridge of Myrden lies the territory of Acheron of the Alliance, and to the south, the Empire's Burgleys territory.
They're hiding it.
Count Burgleys has held the position of
I got
Minister
the
of
green
Military
hair.
Affairs for the Empire ever since the days of Emperor Ionius. The current Emperor seems to have brought the corrupt nobility to heel, but Count Burgleys looks to be an exception.
Oh, down there.
Oh.
Hi!
Greetings, Professor.
Greetings!
Nothing to report. Lord Rodrigue is revered by all as the Shield of Fargus. I was imagining a more stern-faced fellow, but he's actually quite friendly. Shocking. I heard that he recently spent the night drinking in the dining hall with soldiers from the church.
Is it really super breadcrumbed? Oh man. That's why the bad guys wanted Flayn's blood so badly. It's full-blown saint blood. Wow.
Oh.
I need your help.
Item that belonged to Anna in the dining hall.
There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to be endangered. I hope things go back to normal soon. Welcome!
Welcome!
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon!
Yeah. I've been away from Garrick Mach for
This
a while,
guy.
but I came back when I heard the rumors of what you were doing. The scars of 5 years ago may still be raw, but it's nice to be back. Anyway, I'm going to start up business here again, so I look forward to your patronage.
Alright. That's a guy that I saw, like, as soon as I woke up from my 5-year nap. Puppy. Puppy! Are you hungry? Have some Dusker Bear. Thank you for the Venom Stone. Want some more? He looks happy. He looks full as heck.
Oh.
Yes, you did tell us. That I have many questions.
Leaving the house in my uncle's hands? What is the old man thinking? I always knew my father was mad, but this time he's gone too far.
I wonder if they just, like, cause I have the green hair, but I merged with a saint. I wonder if, like, that's how they became saints, was they merged with one, or if they were born them, or...
Easy for you to say. You hardly know the man. Only a fool would abandon his own territory.
Where are my sports here? We need more. Let's see, Dimitri, Bernadette. Okay, I've got everything with everybody. I need, we're gonna do Seteth. It's basically just them. All of these people. Oh, I'm done with Cyril. I'm done with everybody except Bernadetta. Okay. All the adults. Everyone else I'm done. Except Bernadetta. Okay.
From the outset, House Regan and House Gloucester have been fighting over leadership of the
Oh,
Alliance.
saints and goddesses
Then
are
this
different?
war comes along,
Oh, okay.
And their opinions are split about whether to ally with the Empire or not. Their existing
So
enmity
they're
only
saints,
worsened,
I merged with
leading them to
the
full-on conflict
goddess.
with one another. However, the leader of the Alliance is a very shrewd man. It's difficult to predict what he'll do at this point.
Oh.
So, House Regan accepted. I knew the leader of the Alliance wouldn't refuse. Still, we can't let our guard down. There's no telling when he'll turn on us. If we advance through the Alliance into the Empire, our chances for reconnaissance will be limited. I just hope it goes according to plan.
All according to plan.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Oh, come on. Study harder, Viola.
Right.
Ooh, Felix and a lot of people. Welcome back, stupid internet. Ash and Ingrid, Ash and Annette. Welcome back. Sorry for the internet being dumb. I've still got a lot between the classmates. Okay.
I thought House Fraldarius had an invasion of their own to worry about. I'm impressed Lord Rodrigue was willing to provide us all these reinforcements and supplies. The Knights' morale is really boosted, seeing as they have had their first good meal in a while. Let's hope we can keep this up and take down the Great Bridge of Myrden.
Yeah. Oh, he likes fishing.
Wow, for me?
Yeah. Today's special, a fish sandwich. Support Will Sylvain A. I thought they didn't have a support, or they still had a support to do. Sylvain and Felix. Oh, they have 2 A's. Oh, okay. I want to see that. Double A's.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor.
This is
Sylvain
my
and
favorite.
Bernie.
I'm happy to eat alone, but all right.
Is that where he, like, found her fanfiction? Felix is not too happy about that. Bernadetta. Her and Bernadetta have a lot. What would be more embarrassing? Someone finding your fanfic or someone finding your original fic?
It is nice to share a meal with others now and again.
Oh my gosh, I don't have any ingredients. Oh my god. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. To the greenhouse. I have done so much eating. Alright, vegetables. Plums, let's see. Fruit. All the vegetables, yeah. All the food. Yes, Super Pegasus blessings on on these fruits and veggies. True, I post my fanfic online, I hoard my original fic like a dragon. See, I don't write original fic, but I imagine, for me, I would imagine fanfic would be more embarrassing because they could know the characters already. I don't know. Only the most fragrant Pegasus blessings, that's right. Oh, purple! Strange fish shadow. We got this is a ghost fish. Oh my god. Holy shit! Sorry. Purple! That's a purple fish! Fodlandy. Challenging to ensnare. Oh! Let's eat it. Oh. Ah! White trout. That's a little blue one. That's a big blue one. I'm gonna wait. What will happen? We get another one? Aww. Does it go past 4? Or will I waste the bait? Ooh, the yellow one. Oh. I almost never let it go past 3, but I decided to risk it. Ooh, red. The yellow one was like a money fish, right? I should go sell it. Big blue one. Another big blue one. Little blue one. Little blue one. Okay. So you get 4. Little blue one. Ooh, yellow one. Yeah. One more. Good night, Josephel. Sleep well. Sweetest dreams. Ooh, there's a red one. This one's got like 2 health bars. Good. That was a lot of excellence. All right.
Professor.
Hi. Ash, my son.
The area around Castle Gaspar, where I was living, is under the control of House Rowe, who have submitted to the Umpire. If I hadn't come to Garrick Mark, I might have ended up as your enemy at ALL. That thought makes me really happy to be here now.
Oh, no, never,
I don't
Ash.
think I would have been able to handle facing all of you in battle.
No! I never, ever, ever. I would never hurt you, Ash. Hey, Playtown. I know. I don't even want to think about... I don't want to play the other houses, because I'll immediately recruit Ash, so I never have to fight against him.
It looks like we're
Hi,
all
Mercy.
set with food supplies, thanks to Lord Rodrigue. We have more soldiers to feed now, so we'll still need to ration. But I think we have enough extra to make some tasty treats. I'll go scout the pantry.
Tasty treats.
We can enjoy it together over some tea.
Okay. Tea. Tea.
Thank you so much.
Yay. How do you romance her? Do you have to romance her over tea? Rose petal blend.
Hello, Professor. Did you want to see me?
I did.
Thank you so much.
Like how we're all inside now.
Too hot.
Oh, sorry.
Hmm? Yes.
Cooking. Violet gorging on food, right? We need to ration.
Yes.
No? Our first meeting? Oh, mercy. No. Thanks for everything. That was a nice tea time.
That was delicious. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Ah. They all look so good, right?
It looks like we're all set.
Rose.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Where's the ring? I have to buy the ring.
Oh-ho.
Oh, ho, 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 hey.
Yay! Thanks!
You're welcome.
I hope things... Welcome! Come back soon!
Sure. Bernie!
War isn't kind to you if you're a recluse. By the time you realize what's going on, you're already under attack. And if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out.
Oh. Oh.
Won't that be awful? Just terrible! Okay, Professor, I get it. I know I'll have to come out.
Aw.
Thank you! Wow, thank you so much!
Oh, I don't have another sport with Bernie?
Won't that be...
More stuffed animals. Here.
Wow, thank you so much.
Stuffed animals. I'm gonna smother her. And lilies.
Thank you.
And flowers. Bernie. Bernie, baby's breath. Here.
Thank you.
Here you go. You wanna train together? Let's train together, Bernie.
Won't that be...
We would never let that happen, Bernie. Let's say, oh. Do you want to build snowman?
Professor.
Now is a great time.
May I discuss something with you? I promised to help you find the truth of who you are, but I'm afraid it's not that simple. There are some details I have kept concealed.
It's about the green hair, isn't it?
5 years ago, before she vanished, I asked Rhea some pointed questions. I learned that she knows everything about you. No, that is understating it. Rhea is responsible for your existence.
Existence? So she's my mom.
I could explain to you here and now what fragments of knowledge I was able to pry from Rhea. I fear, however, that a partial understanding might do you more harm than good. Once we save Rhea, you will know the whole of it. For now, that is all I can tell you. If you are still uncertain about your feelings, then permit me to add one more thing. You, Rhea, and I, we are like family. Because of those deep ties, you can be certain that I will never abandon or betray you. On the contrary, I greatly wish to see what your future holds. I am, and will always be, your ally.
Aww. Oh, even family members can turn on each other.
You are not wrong. History is full of examples. I don't believe that will be the case here, but I suppose all I can do is ask for your trust. The truth is, you have become indispensable to me. And that is true quite independently of whether I see eye to eye with Rhea, or even whether we are friends. After this war is over, where I go and what I do will depend wholly on you.
What do you mean?
I am still trying to figure that out myself. Perhaps it is just that I find you so fascinating that I cannot bring myself to leave your side.
You guys are gonna merge with me too, aren't you?
I dislike a one-sided conversation, but in this case, I am afraid I had no choice. Our future is yours to determine.
I'm afraid I had no choice but to talk at you. Okay. Hey. We get to talk to Rodrigue. Rhea, always watching.
Being here brings back all manner of memories. The days I spent studying here with you and everyone else. Those days were so special to me. They were truly some of the warmest days of my life. I hold them dear in my heart. And now, to be forced to fight with those I was once so close to.
I know.
My friends. It is most saddening.
Wonder what the students of the Black Eagle House thought of Edelgard just going completely insane, like an evil. Do I have with Flame? Yeah, we're done with Flame. Okay.
Even after all these decades, the Academy hasn't changed a bit. I remember it well,
I definitely do, Dare.
I used to sneak out of lectures with Lambert almost every day. I suppose this is not the time for an old man's nostalgia. We have received approval from House Regan. We should set out as soon as you're ready.
The question is Dimitri ready? Yes, yes, he's very ready.
I had an encounter with Lord Gwendol. How many years ago was it?
Back before the academy, I met this girl who I fell madly in love with.
No.
And her dad tried to kill me. I suppose he just tried to scare me, but I was sure I was gonna die. Oh yeah, her dad? Lord Gwendol. Crazy, right? I never thought I'd seriously be trying to kill the guy in battle. I kind of don't know how to make sense of it.
So you're gonna marry his daughter?
Maybe.
Gwendol made the ultimate sacrifice in service of House Rowe. I understand that feeling. I'd do anything for Lady Rhea.
Another Rhea sim.
You think we should have stopped him. You might be right about that.
Hi, Leo.
At any rate, it's up to the individual how to demonstrate loyalty.
Ferdy wasn't too happy with Edelgard. Edelgard stripped his family of their power.
I'll take it. At any rate.
Ingrid.
My family is not as wealthy as most others, so we are incapable of sparing resources or reinforcements. I'm sorry. It's just so frustrating not being able to do anything to help.
Oh yeah, if I played it through a second time, like, I would definitely want to do the Black Eagles just because you gotta see Edelgard's perspective, right? Whereas I think Claude's perspective is going to be a little bit more passive, probably. So, like, if I only got to do one more playthrough, I would definitely want to see it from Edelgard's side. Story-wise.
Right. Professor, we were raised by Lord Rodrigue himself to be the elite of the elite. Even if our enemy is the Empire's vast army, we can overcome the difference in numbers. The one thing that could prove to be a problem is if our food and supplies don't hold up. If we attack the Imperial capital before the Kingdom capital, we'll have to be swift if we want to prevail.
Is that everybody? Alright, to the kitchen. There we go. A lot of fish stuff. Alright. Alright. Hanneman doesn't like that. I want to see more Hanneman and Manuela. You think the Golden Deer is the best
My
route?
apologies in
Ooh.
advance for our boisterous dining companion, Professor.
Professor, please.
They're apologizing for each other. The boys. Oh, aren't they doing the stables?
I've got...
I think...
Fear the deer. Oh, I didn't get any supports? Really? Oh man, hard to get those A supports. Okay. Okay. Perfect, my son. Perfect, my perfect son. Sylvain. Sylvain, apply yourself. Oh, perfect in that. Perfect, beautiful. Oh, perfect in that. Oh, so proud of you. Good job. Oh no, wait, she already is a, she's her super, like, masterclass. Good job, Ingrid. Dimitri. Great, Felix. Felix just did okay. Great! Oh, perfect! My perfect wife. You're so great. You're so great! Barney! Ah, perfect little Barney.
Thanks. That's reassuring.
Ooh, skill level up. Dexterity. Well done, Bernie.
Professor, may I ask you a question?
I desperately want to travel to some of the places my mother and I spent time in, but I'm not really allowed to leave the monastery walls for such things. It makes me feel so sad. Is there anything I can do? Aww. I mean, you can do all of these.
Ah, I see.
Oh, okay. Bernadetta!
I can't believe how long it's been since I left home. Since I was dragged out of the house, I mean.
Oh my god, yeah, her
5 whole
story is so
years.
sad.
It's weird to think about. No. But if you'd asked me that 5 years ago, I'd have said the opposite. I have friends here, and I have you.
Aww.
The monastery's become a second home to me. Back then, I never would have dreamed a day like this would come.
Oh, that's right there.
It's all thanks to you. You've given me a second chance at life. If not for you, I never would have gotten used to leaving my room, let alone the monastery. Maybe the battlefield's just dulled my senses. I'm much better with strangers and new places now, though. I don't panic nearly as much as before.
Aww.
A new place? All on my own? That sounds like a tough assignment. Where did this come from all of a sudden? Hey, hold on. You're teasing me, aren't you? Please don't joke around like that anymore. It's torture for me.
Aww.
You're still not taking me seriously. I mean it. Promise me you won't do that again. Friends respect each other's feelings, don't they?
Okay, I promise.
Good. I'll hold you to that. You're absolutely not allowed to send me out anywhere on my own. Got it? You would need to come with me. If you're with me, I can go anywhere in the world.
Aww.
purpose. Why can't you get what I'm saying?
I didn't like any of those
I
answers.
thought we were finally getting close. Guess I'm not good enough for that, though, am I?
I'll
Oh,
let you have this one, but you better be ready for next time.
I'm ready. Can I read your fan fiction? Yay!
With you on my... You can... We did...
Good job, boys.
I see how this works.
I still have much to learn.
Ragnarok!
Very well, then.
I'm getting better at this.
Ugh, I do not like her voice. No supports. Ragnarok sounds like a cool skill. That's the end of the world, Ragnarok. Ooh. Bug on my head. %90. Oof. I don't want to waste those master seals trying, though. Oh. Sylvain, you look fabulous in those robes. %88. Oh, we're getting there, Sylvain. We're getting there. %68. Not there yet. And that's not going to be there yet. Nope, same. Ingrid is a, she's like a, whatever it's called. She's leveled up. Taking care of business. Let's do some battles. Boo-doo-doo. Mortal Savant, that's gonna be so cool. So close. It's very close. Gilbert. 37. Holy crap, Annette. Here, Annette, how about you let Zero get some levels? Shepherd? I'm doing good. How are you? Thank you for coming by. All right.
Ready when you are.
Wait. Oh, why does he have his big weapon on? Wait, they both do. I thought they didn't. Okay, that's great. That's great. Stop. Stop.
Onward.
Onward.
A bit disappointing.
Oh, I thought. Oh, so you have to completely take off, like take the weapon off their character. Because I remembered you saying like to swap off their strongest weapon. But I didn't know you meant like take it out of their inventory. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll cut through.
I'd be honored.
No. Yeah, Ash.
At your service.
Yeah, mercy.
My orders?
Us.
Watch and learn.
Bernadetta.
Ernie. I am sorry.
Oh, Flame. No. Shooting through the buildings, Ash. Well done.
Next try.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Oh, Sylvain. We just need to move, Sylvain. Here we go.
Here we come.
Yeah!
Let's go.
I'll comply.
Yeah. With the crits. Damn, Dimitri. Yes! This wrecking ball just coming
What's
at
my
you.
strategy?
Woo!
I owe you one. It seems my proficiency has improved.
Frickin' heck, Dimitri.
This situation is dire.
Just poke him. You're fine.
I must.
Woo! Damn, that was like 7 stats. Dimitri. Dimitri's what was he? I want to say Hero Lord, but that doesn't sound right. Heroic Lord? But yeah, he got different class. I think. Great Lord. He's a great lord.
Let's go.
I'd be honored.
Yeah, Ash.
Onward. I'm your girl.
I'm your girl.
Thank you. I'll cut
we
through.
go this way too. Is there anybody over here? Oh, there's this guy.
Ready when you are.
I don't want to use Lewin.
Too slow.
Haha. Sedeth leveled up.
Haven't withered away just.
At your service.
Just barely too far.
I'll comply.
Yes.
The consequence of the blood.
What's my strategy?
Hanneman!
There is much.
What's the plan?
I'm gonna go up here with Felix. can attack him. Hi! Burn the bridge down.
I'm strong.
Yeah, look at Hanneman leveling up. Oh, damn! Yeah. Anything I attack, Hanneman levels up. It's like, wow. Thanks for having me along for the ride. It's probably not a good idea. Damn, Sylvain. Oh no, I think the only time I've used Hanneman is if it's forced me to. Ooh. Do I have the treasure? I took the treasure! Wow, we didn't crit. Here. Can you not reach up there? No. Cause mountain. Oh, no.
Huh, thanks. I owe you one. Not my best.
No, not your best. Hanneman! He's gone up like 5 levels.
There is...
Predictable.
Yeah. Hanneman!
There is much to learn.
He's just observing. Ooh, ow. Hit him in the back, the Guardian way. Byleth level 40!
I'll use this.
Wow, sword is now
This
a
experience is critical.
wind sweep. Dimitri 39, wow.
My strength is in the service of revenge.
Such an edgelord. The edgiest lord of lords.
Is that it?
Nice. Oof, that double hit.
Not quite.
now.
Nice, Ingrid. We're here too. Oh my god, Felix. King of Beasts. We're here too.
That helps.
Oh, Sylvain! Sylvain! Miss! Oh, it was just the bad guy. The lizard. The lizard! Dang.
Much needed. Thank you.
Oops, no. Pushing all the wrong buttons. Yeah, Felix. Bernadetta leveled up.
Maybe this'll help me keep steady.
For our rusted lance. Fish Bounty Festival. Fistfuls of fish. Morale meals. Don't meals always give you morale? I should make those lances, the rusted stuff, into brand shiny new weapons. Oh, the motivation. Not good. Not good at all.
I guess I've got some tap.
You're on a flying thing. Shouldn't your flying be better than a sea?
No.
Oh, perfect.
Let's not exaggerate.
It's perfect. Look at him.
That? That?
Look at him being double perfect. Plain. You're already an A.
Oh.
Great. Hi! Happy face? Yeah. Spaghetti squash with marinara. Oh my gosh. Ground turkey. Yeah. Fried leeks. Marinara with ground turkey. I love, oh, marinara sauce with any kind of ground meat. I love it. Ooh, yeah. Side salad with cucumber and lettuce. Mmm. Yes, it does, my love. Mr. P will be making that tonight over on his channel, twitch.tv/F1Partisan, and then we will eat it together with you guys. It's gonna be delicious. Mmm. Thank you. Yeah, there was a lot of options for the meat. Yeah, that's what we got. Ooh, yes, that, oh, that's gonna be so good. Thank you, my love. Mmm. Delicious. Delicious. Oh, Cyril. Here, Cyril. You're gonna be a bow knight. Yes, look at you. A.
Yeah, I understand now.
Aw, Cyril.
Huh.
So well done. So well done. Perfect! What a perfect boy. Look at this perfect boy. Get their A pluses. You guys. I don't know. Gosh, there's no motivation. We definitely need to eat a bunch of meals next week. This guy's so slow. We need to get him on a horse or something. Here, he's got a C in horseback riding. Here, have some horse experience. 2 more. I don't. Time for auto instruct. Auto instruct. Yes. Hanneman and Alois, you guys got the things. You're good. All right, excellent. I'm so used to Mr. P coming in from the other side of the room. That's so funny. That's true. Yeah, he used to be. Yeah, he used to be on this side, didn't he, Bookworm? He used to come in from this side and behind me. Now he's this side and in front of me. That's so funny. What's up, Void?
Here's.
Good to see you, my friend. Oh, still up.
I'm just not there yet.
You'll
All
get
that work
there.
was worth it.
Yeah.
Hopefully this proves useful.
Battalion desperation. Alright, we need some food. Hello from Chemo. Oh my god.
Much.
Can we get some love and chat for Void, please? Can we fill the chat with happy, fluffy, happy things, puppies? Uh-oh, is my bot asleep? There we go. Bot's back. Stupid internet. Oh my gosh, all my love to you, Void. I hope we can brighten your day a little bit. Explore. Bum, 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 bum. Valuable secrets. Do we not have the valuable secrets? We are low on resources. If you can help, with much blood. Did we not do that? Let's go check the garden. It's not cancer. Well, whatever it is, if you need chemo, it's not something fun. We got a miracle bean. That was because we, like... It's because we cultivated it with Pegasus droppings. Professor. Greetings, Professor. Ba 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 ba. Oh, supply run is repeatable. Gotcha. Oh, excuse me. Felix and Sylvain. They still have one more A support. Look at that big old plate of vegetables. Oh, thank you, Eternal. I'm sorry.
I realized it after I got to the monastery. Nobody in Fargus knows how to cook.
Ah! Ba, ba, da, 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 da. Super spicy fish dango. Da-na-na-na-na. Marilia, yes! I was like, where's our biggest Sylvix fan?
The flavor.
There they are. I'm trying to get that last support. Did we get it, actually? Oh. No, we did not. I have Felix and Flame. We're working on it. We're trying. I should have them sing together.
Oh no, my surprise is spoiled. I had brought some fruits for you to cut up in addition to the firewood. I thought some variation might prove amusing.
No, I'm not doing that again. I've got better uses for my sword than chopping up fruit and firewood.
I cannot imagine what could be better than chopping fruit.
Nothing in the whole world. Ah!
You say that as though you have many enemies. So you would rather chop people than
We're
firewood.
really the CEO of Sylvix, yes.
That's not how I'd put it, but a blade's purpose is to kill. To chop wood, use an axe.
How
To
many
chop
Fat
food,
and Fix
use a
have you
knife.
read?
It's simple.
Surely it is not forbidden to use your sword for other things, like chopping fruit.
Oh
Swords
my
that
God.
cut inanimate objects are serving a much finer purpose than those that cut living beings.
Are they having this
Noble
conversation
sentiment.
right now?
But without a blade to cut down your enemies, you cannot win. Those who are weak lose everything and they die. Those who are strong win and live on.
Yeah, but you gotta eat your
I
apples
understand
cut
why you
up in
balk
the
at
slices
bloodshed.
to give you the
But you
strength.
must know that it has a purpose.
And
He's
what
like, they will
purpose might
steal
that
your
be?
apples.
A purpose. Let's just leave it at that. I'm not in the mood to debate you. I'll continue to wield my sword, and if necessary, cut down my enemies.
He certainly is a stubborn one.
So good.
Training on your own? You really do work hard.
I hate to break it to you, Sylvain, but there's nobody here for you to flirt with. So there's not much reason to hang around.
You're here, aren't you?
How ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as your face.
You'd really say something like that to a handsome guy like me? I'm crushed. Joking aside, may I join you? I only came out here so I could train too.
Sure, just don't get in my way.
I've been thinking about it, and I really depend on you. Maybe that's weird since I'm older than you, but still.
Hitting on me? Again? Have some dignity, would you?
No, I'm being honest. I thought you'd listen. Hey, I'd like it if you didn't get too far away from me on the battlefield, okay? Just stay where I can see you.
I'll stay as long as I can. You're useless without me, after all.
What? No, I'm saying if there's one thing I can do on the battlefield, it's keep you safe.
Whatever helps you feel better. Stay and protect me then.
Whatever
I couldn't bear
helps
it if
you
you went
feel
off
better.
and died on me while I wasn't around.
I'm pretty sure that's my line.
It's getting late. We'd better head out.
You're right. I'm exhausted anyway.
You haven't been practicing enough. All that time you waste chasing after women would be better spent training. I'll train with you anytime.
We're doing
so just...
literally anything else.
What's that strange look for?
I just... Oh, well... You're going to think I'm being a jerk or hitting on you or whatever. When we're side by side like this, training, I feel... I don't know. Oddly at ease.
I know what you mean. It's probably because we've been friends for so long.
That must be it. Let's never change. Friends forever?
Absolutely. No matter what happens, we'll always be friends, Sylvain.
Getting Sora and Kyrie vibes. Don't hit on my wife.
Mercedes, you're looking divine as always.
Good evening,
She is
Sylvain.
divine.
Thank you for coming out to see me.
Just the two of us meeting at this time of night? You move quicker than I thought.
Hmm? I don't know what speed has to do with it, but there was something I wanted to talk to you about.
Ah, okay. I probably should have figured that out.
I can be so forgetful at times.
Felix
I
the
neglected to
fruit
mention this the
ninja.
other day.
Yes.
I meant to say that I know you've been through a lot in this life.
Huh? Me?
Your parents have placed a great deal of
Uh-oh,
pressure on you as
Mercedes
their
gonna
heir.
like pull on your
And it's all
heartstrings.
because you were born with a crest. You've had to put up with such lofty expectations.
All of the kingdom's noble houses expect a lot from their heirs. I'm no different from any other noble guy or gal. We've all got responsibilities.
But didn't you mention that your brother envied you enough to wish you dead? I'm sure that wasn't easy.
Thinking about it, life was probably a lot harder for my brother than it ever has been for me.
Didn't you also mention that women were only interested in having your, as you say, crest baby? I'm not very interested in the particulars, but I get the feeling that you don't care very much for these women who throw themselves at you.
I'd appreciate it if maybe you kept that observation between the two of us.
Your secret's safe with me. I understand the pain you've had to carry.
I know you've got your share of bad memories too, but
That's why you feel comfortable letting your guard down around me. Come now. That's enough with the sad smile.
Mercedes,
Mercedes uses empathy. It's very effective.
was my sad smile really that bad? Did it ruin my dashing good looks?
Not at all. You actually look more handsome to me with honesty on your face.
Oh, Mercy!
Aw, here come the waterworks.
Don't be ashamed of crying. I'm here to protect you. Will you protect me in return?
I will. I promise. You know, Mercedes, you really are a special lady.
Yes, she is, and she's taken. Crest baby plushie. Oh, that was so sweet. Aw, Mercy is the therapist. Besides Sedeth. Sedeth is like #1 therapist. Mercy's like the backup therapist. She's like the therapist in training. And she just has empathy. She has like extreme empathy. My boy.
There you are, Ingrid.
Whoa, hi Ash. You seem excited. What's that you're holding?
A book I found in town. I bought it
Your
for you.
reading is extremely
For
valid,
me?
Talus.
Ash, this looks very costly. Antique books like this are never cheap. Wow, the cover is stunning, and the binding is still in fantastic condition.
Oh yeah,
I
these
drove
two
a
are like
hard
super book
bargain.
nerds together.
Still, I'll probably have to cut back on my spending for a while.
Why did you go to so much trouble?
It wasn't easy, but as soon as I came across this legend, I knew you had to read it too.
Well then, I will read it. Oh, the knight on the cover looks striking.
Fascinating, right? I was captivated from the moment I laid eyes on the cover.
There's an aura of stoicism intermingled with beauty, even amid a gruesome battle. Wait, looking closer at the face, this knight is a woman.
Yes, and she was a real historical figure. She was born into a noble family and bore a crest, but she was accepted into the king's service as a knight. She fought in many battles at her king's side, serving him all her life as his right hand. Oh, sorry, I've said too much. I didn't mean
Eternal,
to
that
spoil
was
the
it,
story
yes.
for you. I'm just so excited. I hope you enjoy it too.
Thank you for the encouragement,
So when are
Ash.
they starting their book club?
Living as a knight is certainly not an easy task. I know it will mean much pain, strife, and heartache. But I still want to pursue that dream. Talking to you has reminded me. I'm not the type who gives up easily.
That's the Ingrid I know.
So to start, I'm going to read this book.
Great! When you're finished and freshly inspired,
I
we'll talk
am
about
going to
becoming
read
knights.
this book.
Not the ones in stories either. The real thing.
I look forward to it, Ash.
Ash, making friends. Mama Dragon Tears, how are you, my darling? Oh my gosh. Was that little, like, cow lurk emote? Is that a dragon? Or it's a dragon cow? It's super cute. I thought it was crying at first. How you doing today, my darling? Oh, another Ash one. Oh, Ash and the A Ash and Cyril support.
No good. I've
Good-
lost
the
sight
goodest
of them
boys.
completely, and those monsters might still be out there.
The goodest boys.
I'd better get back to the monastery before dark.
Ash!
The goodest boys who are now friends.
Ash! I finally found you.
Because Ash taught Cyril what friendship
What are you
is.
doing here? You're awfully far from your post.
I'd heard you'd gone missing, so I started looking for you everywhere. Here, I brought you a map. You can use this to get home later, right?
You came all this way for that? Alone? It's dangerous out here.
Am I being a nuisance?
Skipper.
Well, of course not. This is a big help, actually. You took a serious risk coming out here, though.
But I thought we were friends. That's what you told me, Ash. You said friends help each other when they're in
Oh
trouble.
my gosh. Come here, Skipper.
I did say that. You're right. Come on, let's get back to the monastery. I could use your help finding the way.
I know you could. That's why I came out here. Oh no, I just thought about it. I'm gonna be in trouble when I get back, huh?
Maybe. Leaving your post is against orders. But don't worry, I'll take a share of the punishment.
Aww.
What? Why? You did nothing wrong.
True. We're friends, though.
Oh my god, these two are
Friends
so
gotta get
cute.
punished together too? I don't know about all that.
I wouldn't put it like that. I'd say friends stick together, through good and bad. So, let's split the blame. That's what friends are for.
Oh my god.
Wow, so that's what friends are for.
They're too pure and
Okay
precious.
then, when you're in trouble next time and you need my help, I'll go with you to get punished.
Good. I hope you remember that, because I think we're going to be friends for a long time.
Oh my
You
god.
betcha. Friends for life, Ash. That's a promise.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. They're so cute. Crimes. Stop it. They're too cute. What the heck? Ingrid and Seteth.
Ingrid, are you familiar with the story of the King of Liberation and the 10 elites of Fodlan?
Of course. They were the heroes who struck down evil with the power of the sacred weapons, protecting our land and people. Their strength was passed down through the ages, manifesting itself in the crest some of us are born with.
Yes, the 10 elites certainly possessed great power. But does that make them worthy of worship?
I imagine you ask because they later fought amongst themselves, turning on one another, ravaging the land.
Precisely. Initially,
Friends for
Nemesis
life,
and the
so
10
which one
elites
dies
worked
in the next
together to bring
mission?
peace
Don't
to Fodlan.
say that!
But soon their ambitions got the best of them, and they clashed, using their sacred weapons on anyone they chose, strong and weak alike. What I mean to say is, possessing strength alone does not make one worthy of respect. Rather, one should be judged by how they choose to use that strength.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
If you follow that logic, then you will see it also applies to those who are born with crests. Now think of how your father wishes to wed you to another family's fortune on the basis of your crest.
Yes? What of it?
These are purely inherited qualities. Is it not foolish to judge a person's value by some inherited fortune? That is all a crest is, really.
That's what I think too. Having a crest or not has no bearing on your worth as a person.
I understand that Count Galatea believes he has the right to manage your affairs. I am certain he has his own share of problems, and I do not wish to meddle or lay blame. But if there is anything I should like to say to his daughter, it is this. How you live your life is up to you.
Thank you for your counsel and wisdom, Sedith.
Yes.
I've been thinking a lot
Counselor
lately
Sedith.
about what might happen after the war. I will take some time to reflect on what lies ahead. My future.
Ingrid. Ingrid! Send me Ixer, for donating games to the vault. Send me, either an email or a Discord DM, with the title of the game and then the code. You can't, like, if it's a Steam game, you can't gift it to me on Steam. That doesn't work anymore, because I can't re-gift it. It has to be the actual code. If it's from Humble Bundle, it could be the Humble Bundle link, like, to redeem the game and get the code. Could be the code itself, whatever works. Alright. Oh no. Oh no! Can I, like, buy food? I can buy bait and go fishing and get fish. I could do, here, I can do the singing. I could do the...
Singing is so much fun.
It's hard to sneak out when the professor is watching.
That doesn't up their morale, though, does it? It just gets them the support. I wrote a letter to my wife back home, but now I can't bring myself to send it. Send it. Make her happy. Gilbert. Yeah, Humble Bundle is crazy. Oh, he's a merchant now.
I've been away from Garrick Mock for a while. The scars of 5 years. Anyway.
Maybe? Oh, he's going to be a merchant?
Welcome.
Do you have...
Please come again.
Food. Dark merchant.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Will this one do? It's all yours. Will this? It's all you. Will this? It's all you. Will this one do? It's all yours.
He's very happy for being a dark merchant.
Will this one do?
Oh, that's expensive. Oh, whoa.
Tell your friends.
Hey, welcome.
Welcome.
You have a good eye. Come again.
Hello there.
Wow.
Return soon, please. Hello there.
Expensive. Here, give me...
This one, yes?
Give me the bait.
I thank you. This one, yes?
Ah!
This one, yes?
Yes.
I think.
I need
Return
to have
soon,
more lunches.
please.
The one guy had ingredients, they're just insanely expensive. Thank you, Ixer, I appreciate it. Thank you much. Just for that, let's do a Game Vault raffle. Ooh. Yes. I didn't sell my other cold fish. Did I just get 3 golden fishes? Oh my god, it's Golden Fish Week. Perfect. Holy Fish Week. Wow. Haha, Miss Mio is paying attention. What? Wow. Super Fish Week. I'm gonna go buy more bait. Wow, I'm gonna be rich. Oh, I caught them all. Ah, I didn't get a 4th one. What do you know, Miss Mio? You won! Congratulations! Super rigged! Look at that. Triple the fish, whatever you catch. You're so lucky. How are you guys doing? Boom. Perfect. Little blue fish. Little blue fish. Oh, purple fish! Ah. Yes. Wow. Red fish. I'm gonna wait. Big blue fish. We'll go for big blue fish. Should have gone for the red fish. All right. Holy crap. That was lucrative.
Oh-ho.
I'm gonna sell them to Anna.
Thanks. There's I hope things. Welcome. Is that the one?
Is this... Should I sell her this trade secret? It says share with Anna, but is that selling it to her, or is that different? Hey, what's up, Sean?
Is that the one?
Happy Monday.
Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
That's what it was. Fistfuls of fish. Holy crap. Well, she didn't take it from me automatically. It's in my inventory. Oh, she will not buy the fish, it looks like.
Come back, sit. There's I hope things.
Hello there.
Can you guys buy fish? Ah.
This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes?
Yeah. Money.
I thank you.
Money. Weeds. Wait. I got weeds.
Return soon, please.
Blacksmith.
Yeah. Hey there. Is this it? There you go.
There you go.
Is this it? There you go.
Rapier.
Is this it?
I mean, I have enough swords. Crusher. Wait, whose is that? Did I never give that to whoever it belongs to?
Come back anytime.
Oh, that's Annette's. That's right. Not that she uses axes, but... Yeah, Annette. Alright, to the dining hall. How can Annette even carry that? See, some of them have A, but there's like a second A. Dimitri. Mercedes and Felix is the only other one. Felix and a lot of people. Mercedes, Annette, Bernadetta. Sylvain and Felix still have another one. Sylvain and Ingrid still have another one.
There's no one I'd rather eat with than the Professor and Alois.
Here, here.
Aw.
This old chair keeps creaking.
That's your legs. Oh my god, I'm gonna be an A+ professor, you guys. Oh, Mercedes and Cyril. Oh no, Cyril doesn't like this dish. Oh well.
This is my absolute...
This is terrible. I can't... No, I have to eat it.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I wasn't even paying attention, Cyril. I'm sorry, buddy. Oops. Oh yeah, here we go. I've never seen them interact.
Okay. I must drop off these papers with Bernadetta. I'm not sure how to go about this. She's as timid as a mouse, and that's when speaking to people her own age.
Yeah, they're like opposites.
She'll likely scream the second she sees me. Maybe this is a mistake. All that noise is going to frighten the other students.
Hi. Can I help you?
Ah, hello. I have some business with Bernadetta. I wasn't sure how to approach her.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but okay. What business do you have with Bernie?
I was supposed to deliver this, you see. Perhaps you can take it off my hands?
Right. Thanks for taking the time.
No trouble at all.
He just doesn't know it's her.
Thanks. I'm going to head in now, if that's okay.
Whew, that's quite a relief. How kind of Bernadetta's friend, making that delivery for me. Wait a second. That was Bernadetta. But it couldn't have been. She spoke so normally. She didn't act frightened at all. In fact, she was quite friendly.
Go
Ouch!
figure.
Oh, yes, it still hurts when I pinch my cheek, so I'm not dreaming. I'm glad the ordeal's done with, but now I feel terribly confused and a little worried. Meek little Bernadetta, what have they done to you?
Oh my gosh. Cute. Yes! The married couple. The music!
Manuela, isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone the moment you see them enter the room?
Hanneman, isn't it a bit rude to tell others how to behave? Besides, I could be sighing about any number of things more interesting than you.
Goodness, you're unusually irritable today. Don't you imagine your attitude a bit excessive? You snap at every little thing, your ill mood on display for one and all. It saddens me to see such behavior from one who should be setting a good example for the younger generation.
Well, listen to the noble lecturing a lowly commoner to be on her best behavior. Oh, wait, I meant to say the former
They
noble.
remind me of Final Fantasy
I fail
14
to
characters for
understand
some
how
reason.
my birth is relevant to the topic at hand. I was merely trying to say that as a fellow adult...
You're not done lecturing yet? Leave me alone and go pester someone else. Maybe leave everyone alone and go focus on your precious crest research.
I don't know what to say to you, Manuela. I was only speaking out of honest concern.
Oh, was that a sigh I heard? Isn't it a bit rude to sigh at someone just because?
Don't be so childish.
Just because.
You are so sensitive to ill will from others, yet you let your own emotions run wild. Why is it that you cannot keep a handle on yourself?
Keep a handle on? Well, I've never. What makes you think you're so much better? Just because you keep your emotions bottled up behind your stupid stony face. Well, it doesn't mean everyone else has to do the same. Stop telling everyone how to behave, Hanneman. It will make you and the rest of us much happier.
I will not stand for this insolence. It is high time someone taught you.
Go on! If you think you can change me, I'd like to see you try. Ha! Thought so. You wouldn't dare.
Absolutely insufferable.
Oh my god. Manuela's voice actor is the same one as Ash Ketchum, is it really? Yeah, they're way too old to be, like, talking so petty to each other. Like, they're obviously, like, thirsty for each other. Yes, they're totally like an old married couple. Or exes. There's a lot of dynamics there. Hilarious.
Oh-ho.
Oh-ho.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing business with you.
Sounds like a pirate. Like, this guy's voice does not match his face.
Come again.
Oh my god.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Will this one do? It's all yours. Hey, tell your friends.
Oh no, I love it. Yeah, it's nice to meet you, Vay. I love it. This game is great. I want the support system in every game I play ever.
Professor? So I said, 2 can play at that game. I told him, a small-time little weasel like you ought to be begging me for attention. Oh, it gets me so mad, so worked up.
She talking about Hannah
Why
Man.
aren't there any men around here who
Bye,
understand
dear.
what a
Thank you for
catch
hanging
I am?
out. You too. Have a good rest of your day.
Come to think of it, you've always been nice to me. I mean, you listen to all my problems. I feel like I can really trust you. I don't have that kind of thing with a lot of people.
You're a
Right,
good
I got it.
friend, Manuela.
I knew you'd say we were just friends. I'd like to maybe
We just
talk
friend
about
zone
this
Manuela
once the war is
again.
over, once we're all safe. All right, enough of this moping around. What we need is a change of mood. We've still got a lot to do together. When I think about that, what are 1 or 2 men?
I need 8 men. What? What's wrong?
What's wrong is, it's not just 1 or 2 men, it's more like 100 men, maybe even 200, more! I'm completely... Oh, I can't get out of this mood!
Have you tried women, Manuela?
Actually, I've got an idea. Exercise will help.
That's right.
I'm going to the training ground. Come on and give me a hand. Gonna work my anger out on 100 training dummies.
It's like Sylvain.
Maybe 200 if we've got them.
You seem to be having a lot of trouble. Oh, honey. Oh, that was A? Okay. Why did I pick male Byleth? I don't know. Male Byleth was just what I was feeling at the time. I don't... In games where you get to pick your gender, I don't always pick one or the other. It's just kind of like whatever I'm feeling when I get to that select screen. And in this one, I was feeling male Byleth. Okay. Dining hall once again. Gotta get those sports. Ash. Ash and Annette, do they have any more? Again, how do I know without going here and looking if they have like another A? I just need to write it down. See, he does have another A with Annette. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Boom, boo, doo, doo.
This looks delicious. Let's eat.
Oh, Manuela flirts with both male and female
love this
Byleth.
stuff.
Okay.
Did you know that?
Yeah, yeah. In the case of, I like that they, like, even on the box art, it's both male and female Byleth. Like, it's the same. Like, they're completely equal. Like, in Mass Effect, yeah, in Mass Effect, I picked male Shepard, because like, he's the one on the box art, and so to me, like, I wasn't playing, like, me as Shepard, I was playing, like Shepard as a character, and since the male version is on all the box art, I kind of figured, like, that's kind of, like, the canon Shepard, so that's the one I wanted to play. Yeah, that definitely influenced my decision there. Well, I want more between them. I feel like there's a lot more there. Genshin, I picked the girl.
It's too rare that we get a chance to kick
that
back
was,
and stuff our faces.
Like I said,
Come
not
on,
only
Shmear,
was
time to
I
gorge.
feeling the girl that day,
I
but
apologize for my partner, Professor.
I think that was a lot. I thought her outfit was really pretty, and I didn't know when I started Genshin if there was like a fashion wars. Like, I figured if you were gonna get, like, if you could unlock outfits for your character, then I was like, well, I want the female outfits. Unfortunately, there's not different outfits. Oh, max professor level! Woo! Look at that, A+ professor, best professor. Best professor. Support. Am I done with Flame? I'm done with Flame. Okay. Hi, Skipper. Let's, who am I not done with? Dimitri, but... again, all of the... I'm done with Manuela, and then it's just all of the like, professors and adults. Okay. Am I done with Sedith? I'm done with Sedith, right? I'm done with Sedith. I'm done with Manuela. We got Gilbert. I guess Gilbert, sure. Come on, Gilbert. Why not?
I have some experience with cooking. I'm sure I can aid you in the kitchen.
Pro professor.
Let me consider.
Femme Chef was
How the
made before
meal
Male Chef,
tastes
but they
affects the
released the
morale
male
of the
since he was
troops.
modeled
An army marches on its
after some
stomach.
model. Really? Yeah, Gilbert. Let's do just a little bit more fishing, since this is billions of fish day. So we can stock up for our meals. Ah. Gilbert Godfrey. Can you imagine? Somebody make somebody mod Gilbert Godfrey into Mass Effect. Voice and image. Well, I only got 2 that time. Yeah! I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat that platinum fish. Perfect platinum fish. 4 platinum fish. Billions of fishes. Oh my god, Alaska, the oatmeal cookies. The oatmeal cookies are heavenly. Heaven! These big red fish. Nah. Little blue fish. Big blue fish. I'll take a big blue fish. I want fish for eating. Big blue fish. Should probably switch up the bait. Perfect. Yeah. Yale! Thank you, Yale. How's it going? Thank you so much. Good. Good. One more. Yeah, stock up. Big red fish. Ah. Man, you missed one excellent. It's either good or perfect. Oops! Okay, one more. I was clicking too fast. Big blue fish. We're gonna eat good. Perfect! Excellent. Okay. 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 Well, let's go see if there's a, did we? I forget. Did we see if there was a, advice letter thing? There are no notes. Okay, we're done. Somebody was very, very, very close. Was it? Oh, Felix. I think Felix was like super close. Wait, what did I push? Ah, stop!
This could be useful.
Felix! Oh no, I'm on the right thing. I thought I was on the wrong thing. Ash, you need your horsey experience. Excellent. Sylvain, you need this.
What?
Mercedes. Be a perfect, perfect waifu. Yeah! She always gets perfect. So she's perfect. Mercy and Annette should study together. Oh, double perfect! Annette! Rockin'. Oh, triple perfect! Annette, you're rocking it. Ingrid's good. She's already masterclass. Oh, he doesn't have a lot of motivation because I fed him the wrong thing. Darn. Bernie. What are you studying, Bernie? Are you gonna be a horse archer? I should change your goal. I should focus you. We're gonna get you A+ spear. Oh, we could just focus her bow. Yeah, let's focus you on bow for now. Is he high enough for Dark Knight? Last I checked, he didn't have enough to get 100% certainty. Hi Shamir, you want... I feel like you might want pine needles.
You called, so I came. Thank you.
Would you like pine needle tea?
Very good.
Oh yeah, she likes the pine needle tea.
Yes.
Hey Ultimate Crystal Peach! Oh, I should have known. That wouldn't go well. Likeable allies.
Oh? Very good.
Plans for the future. Because not the other ones.
Yes.
Sure. Oh, yeah. Nice tea time. Mmm.
That was delicious. Thank you. I'll visit again when I'm free.
Happy birthday, Shamir.
Pretty good.
Good job. Oh, perfect boys. Best friendos.
I'll do my best with this.
I'm getting it.
Lance jab. Perfect friendos. We should take a stretch break. Even though I have a skipper in my lap. She's sleeping though. Can we disturb the skipper? Mr. Jack is sleeping. Biscuit's just not sleeping, but just like totally lounging on the floor. All the puppies are here. Yeet, skipper! Maybe we should wait. %. Oh, he needs riding. That's okay. So we gotta change his goal. Sylvain needs more riding. Ash, woo. Ash needs that riding. I think he is focused on riding. You know, they're fine. Oh yeah, Mortal Savant Felix. Hey, what's up, Cue Ball? Good to see ya. Da, da, da.
Easy.
Magic. Cause he needs magic. Alright, Mortal Savant Felix. Yes. Okay, so we gotta change Sylvain to riding. Make sure Ash is Ash on riding? Yes. Sylvain needs to be on riding. And none. Okay. Mortal Savant. Reason. I think Annette's exactly the same place. Yep, 88%. She needs her faith. Okay. Hey, Chessmaster. Hello. Happy Monday. And then Ingrid is her awesome... What is this called? Falcon Knight. Yes. Alright. Excellent. Yay! Felix. Well done. Well done. I think I'm gonna do Seminar and okay, hold on. So, wow, so they can all give seminars now. So where's some riding? Does nobody teach riding? Nobody teaches riding. Okay. Tired of looking forward to being a vegetable. Yes. Okay, so yeah, Gremory. Mercedes isn't in there. That's what we need. I want Annette to become... Here. This one. Mercedes, teach Annette. Some faith. Oh, look at Mercedes teaching the class. That's so cool. Mercedes is teaching Manuela about faith.
This experience is critical.
I learned fire.
Aha!
Perhaps I'll expand the scope of my reach.
Impressed yet?
Impressed yet? Aw, Mercedes, that was so good. Yeah,
Our scout
Violet
has
learned
returned.
black.
As expected, there are quite a few Imperial soldiers stationed there.
I see. So the enemy has prepared for our arrival. It matters not. I will kill them all, whether they are 1 or 100. What would you do if you saw the people who stole everything from you? If you saw them right before your eyes, living carefree lives and feeling no guilt, would you feel nothing? Do nothing? 5 years ago, did you not deem the woman who killed Gerald to be unforgivable? I am most certain that you did. You couldn't let her get away with her crime, so you took up your sword in pursuit.
Is he right? He needs a Snickers really bad. They brought oatmeal cookies, Alaska. You're right, Dimitri.
Precisely my point. We're the same, you and I.
You're wasting your time. There's nothing to be gained from exchanging words with a boar that has lost its mind.
Felix?
Felix, he's gonna bite your head off, like,
this
literally.
Is war. Every last one of us has lost someone we care for. But we all choose to suppress our anger and grief and go right on living. Do you know why? That's right. All the boar is accomplishing is stacking up more corpses.
Tell me, Felix. If the dead are beyond reach, is it not also pointless to mourn or even bury those who are lost?
That mind of yours. I'm done here.
Felix rolled
Remember,
diplomacy.
Professor,
It was not
it's
very
not
effective.
compassion for this fool that has brought our armies so far. There are those of us who despise the Empire and those who side with the Church. If we keep running down this path, it's only a matter of time before the ground beneath us collapses.
That's enough, Felix.
Bad Felix. Down Felix.
You're a damned fool, old man.
The soldiers are ready to march on your command.
Then let's move out at once. Every moment counts.
Understood. Let's show those Empire dastards the power
Somebody
of the
get
Knights of
Dimitri a nap.
Fargus.
Right? Is he really missing an eye? The thing is, he actually is missing an eye, but he still changes the eye patch. Just like this, just a hole. Oh my god. Okay, now we have to take a break before we continue this. Oh my goodness. We have to stretch, Miss Skipper. Mama is very stiff. So we're gonna stretch. Yes, we're gonna stretch. I know you're sleeping. Oh, there you go, RJ. Yes. He's got the Sharingan eye. She's a good skipper. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. She's so like floppy when I hold her. Hi, Speck. Alright, let's take a real quick break. Get up and stretch, grab a drink, grab a snack, get some water, rest your eyes for a moment, and I'll be right back. Right back. PeachyBot, what is awaiting us when we come back? She didn't even take off the hood when they did it. Well, uh-oh. We're gonna get thirsty. So, let's do this crazy thing here. Are we ready to take on the Great Bridge of Myrden? We are. The Great Bridge Coup. After fending off the Empire, your forces decide it's time to advance. But first, you must capture the Great Bridge of Myrden, a strategic crossing point over the Airmead River, which borders the Alliance and the Empire. This is like, we're like, Dimitri, no. Dimitri, no. They're like, Dimitri, no. And we're like, Dimitri, yes. Dimitri, yes, let's go.
Intent on the Imperial capital, the Kingdom Army goes around the Arma Mountains and marches through Alliance territory as they continue south. But this route takes them through the territory of House Gloucester, Imperial supporters, so they request help from Claude, the leader of House Regan. Claude agrees to distract House Gloucester's soldiers, and the Kingdom Army marches onward toward the Great Bridge of Myrden to cross the Aramid River, which separates the Alliance and the Empire.
Oh, Claude! Dude, that's a solid! Yes. Quad is still our friend. Yes. No, you stay here, Jack Jack. Lay down. Go lay down, honey. The rose-colored river. You go lay down. I just took you outside. Come on, Mickey. Go to sleep. Yeah, go to sleep. I'll take you out when we're done. Okay? Oh boy. Oof. Plain. Defeat all enemy commanders.
That symbol. It's an enemy raid.
She's on a
Stay
dragon.
calm and face them head on. Send a messenger to Acheron immediately. If we're quick, we might be able to pull off a pincer attack.
Nadelgard's dog, huh? All the more reason to kill her.
Oh my god.
Attack Ladislava and take the bridge. Shall we begin?
Alright. They got a big old creature.
I'd be honored.
At your service.
I'm gonna aim this right. Felix is the one. Felix and let's see. Does that get flame? It doesn't get flame. That gets flame. I want to get flame. She has like no movement.
Huh, thanks. Well done.
Alright.
Ready when you are.
Nice, you can't get me up here. Okay, so I took the overview of the battlefield. So there's a monster, there's her. There's up here, there's the bridge. Oh, hey! Ferdinand! Oh, Ferdinand von Eiger! No! We're gonna kill Ferdy. Oh, no. Oh, no, don't do it, dude. No! 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 Ferdy! Oh, crap.
I'm your girl.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What's the plan?
Birdie. Birdie, why?
Is that it?
Yeah. Defeat all enemy commanders. No! Hey, T-Bird.
Still
No! Oh.
I'll comply. What's my strategy?
Welcome back. Nothing's happened, just defeating enemies. Ooh. Fire! Boom. Yeah! Anna man.
There is much.
You think we'll let you take this bridge from us?
Yeah.
This is no good.
No, you're not
Reinforcements
gonna
keep
let
coming,
me.
and more will soon join them.
Well, then we'll have to kill them faster. Oh my god!
Your Highness, apologies for the late arrival.
To do? You're alive. How?
We can discuss it later. For now, allow me to join your forces.
Tutu's alive! Oh my god! The first thing he says is, Your Highness, I'm here. What? Okay, just in the middle of battle? What? What?
Let's deal with the enemies protecting the fortress quickly and take control of this area.
Is this the fortress? Okay. Yep. Okay. Got it.
Enemies approaching. Get the soldiers standing by to join the fight. We may need to hurry up preparations of the ballista, too.
Okay,
Protect the
we'll finish the
fortress.
game. Woo! Sylvain. Oh my god! He's alive! He's all beat up. Oh my god!
I am prepared.
There better be, like, a tearful reunion. I'm gonna cry. Dimitri's just gonna wait. He's in shock. He's in shock. He can't even.
Thank you.
Felix. Everybody's movement is so low. This kid, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Nice. This game just got a million times better.
Why, thank you.
Look at her with her hammer. Her gigantic, like, octopus hammer. No, don't make him dead again. He will never die again. Not even death can stop this man's love. Ooh, congrats on finishing your writing sprint, Talus. Just in time. Oh my god. T-Ford, perfect. Perfect timing. Thank you for joining us. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see. Let's kill this guy. Oh, okay, 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 okay.
Now's the time to show your loyalty to the Empire. Attack the enemy from behind.
I've got to make my name known to Her Majesty through distinguished service.
Who's this clown?
A minor lord of the Alliance territory. If he's fighting for the Empire, we've no choice but to attack him.
I'll kill them all.
Boring.
Boring. Felix. Felix, please.
Watch and learn.
Yes. Oh my god. Sylvain, can you take this guy down? You can. Boom! Well done.
That took too much effort.
He's ready. Oh my god, Dimitri's... Can you, like, talk? Can you talk to him? Talk to the dude. He's just like, oh my god. Here, Dimitri, stay right behind your love. Oh no, well, go here. He's got your back. Here you go. We're gonna go off together. Ooh, take him down, Ash. Yeah. Nice. This guy. This guy. Ooh. This guy is very strong versus magic, not so strong against swords.
As they say, if you can't beat them, join them. I'm not in for a beating, am I?
You are. Oh. Sorry, I interrupted your final
I'm getting the hang
cry,
of this.
death cry. Hannah Man, along for the ride.
There is much to learn from battle.
Don't add a quote that's a big spoiler. That's a huge spoiler. Don't add that as a quote. Oh my god, Bernadetta. Oh wait. Here, magic users gonna take them down. Like, no problem. Yeah, ladies. Yeah, ladies.
My work's...
Oh, did Peachy Bot die? There we go.
To repay Her Majesty's favor, I will not let you pass.
Obvious.
Predictable.
This guy, rude. He's on the siege weapon.
That helps.
Rude. Oh, Sylvain! Oh my god! Why do they hate Flame? Because she's weak. You suck. Yeah. Violet.
There is still room for improvement.
Thank you, Tapas. I'm gonna just leave that guy and he can chase me and attack me and I can kill him. Yeah, Ash. Ash is really, really strong with his bow.
I just eked by.
Eat. Use magic, Felix. Oh shit. Oh, well, that worked anyway.
I'm sorry.
I was looking at something different.
Vladislava, no! I will protect this area.
Ferdinand! Don't do it, Ferdinand! No! Oh, jeez.
I, Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, have arrived to join the battle in my father's
Freaking
stead.
nobles.
Is that the professor? Why would someone like that join such a
Oh, thank you,
senseless
Feus.
Lawrence, here you are. I'm heading south, so I will leave this area to you.
Okay. Oh, man. Ferdinand's like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna let you die, Lawrence. Oh, man. It's freaking uppity nobles. Oh, jeez.
Is that it?
Yeah, yes. This is the best horse.
Too slow.
Yeah. Yes, look at this team. A childhood friendo team. And then she's gonna get the heck out of Dodge. Yeah.
I'll protect everyone.
Oh, you suck! That was Bernie's time to shine. This is like gonna make Dimitri feel all better, isn't it? They better have a tearful reunion.
I owe you one.
Uh-oh. Oh my god, freaking Ferdinand and Lorenz. No! Ha.
Thanks.
He's the one way more likely to die. And he's closer to enemies.
You'll need me for this.
Yeah! Whoa. Oh no! He's gonna get away! He's gonna run away! Should we let him get away? Oh god. Oh, I don't like it. Do you have a key? Do you have a key? No key. Bernie, do you have a key? No key. Nobody has a key. Does Ned have a key? Oh jeez. The dude's like, no! The dude's only level 31. Oh my gosh.
To oppose the Empire at a time like this would be entirely too reckless.
What is this music? Lorenz, did you get your own soundtrack? Lorenz has his own soundtrack.
Pointless.
You can't touch Felix. Aww. Oh no, you're just gonna make them fall more in love. Look at that. They're just falling more in love. For anybody who's new here, Dee-Doo is my ship, so this is very exciting. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Swain! Oh. Oh. I don't want to kill Lorenz or Ferdinand. Oh, can you still not get that far? Come on.
Just be careful.
I love you! Oh my god, kiss me! What's up, Guffin? Guffin! Oh man. Oh man. Ivy. Oh, combat animations? Okay.
This situation is dire.
Oh no, they can't move. Okay. Shoot. Shoot. This
until we meet again.
I should have just had him heal.
I owe you one.
That guy over there, he's just doing nothing.
Alright, next.
Good. She can't get to him. Damn it.
No escape!
He's looking much happier now that he knows Dedu is alive. Dedu can't get... Oh no, he can. Oh, Lorenz! Lorenz!
I will break you!
Damn!
Had to be done.
Not bad.
Not bad! Go, Bernie!
I'll be home again soon.
Aww.
I'd never have learned this back in my room.
Never would have learned this back in my room. Oh, Ingrid! You need to heal. Oh, you guys are so dead. No! Birdie, don't you dare!
I will be known far and wide as the legendary Ferdinand of Adrestia.
Ferdinand! Ferdinand, no! Ferdinand, no!
Seize the moment.
No, Lorenz! They're just missing. Lorenz, why are you gonna make me kill you? Birdie, why are you gonna make me kill you? I don't want to. This thing needs to die. Y'all suck.
Obvious.
Ferdinand, it's so rude. What are you doing? Smells so good in there. No. What the hell just happened? There it is. This guy's got like 1 HP left. Ferdy. So rude. This is so rude. This is so rude. I've never even used the metal block soggy crayons. But fences? I just want them to undo the district system. I don't want to kill Ferdinand. This is so rude. Maybe he'll run away if we kill the monster. Maybe he'll get scared.
Watch and learn.
when you are. Whoa.
Not quite.
No, if you gotta stay next to Sylvain. He's stronger next to you.
What's the plan?
Ugh.
Thanks.
Ash is just gonna keep these guys at bay and rack up the experience.
I must
Damn,
steel
Ash.
myself.
How Felix does it, he doesn't care. This is so, I don't want to. No, I hate the district system in Timberborn. It's stupid. I don't... What if I run away? What if I just hurt him? What if I hurt him? Oh, press time. Ow! Rude. At least let him put up a little bit of a fight. No! Shoot, I left that little peon alive, didn't I? Oh no, wait, Felix got him.
It was meant to be.
There we go. Oh man, Lorenz, don't make me do this, bro. Don't make me do this, bro. He's tough. Don't make me do this, bro.
All in his service.
Oh no, he's gonna like crit him. I didn't actually mean to do that.
Lay me to rest in a manner that is befitting of the nobility.
I just killed Bentiskin. I'm sorry. No! I barely even knew him. To do. Oh, I didn't want to. Here, Dimitri and Dedu are just gonna hang out. I'm gonna trade kisses.
We'll do all we
You're
can.
gonna make me, aren't you? Birdie. I hardly knew you either. Birdie. I'll kill you with white magic. I'm sorry.
Edelgard has always been obsessed with you. I am a little envious, to be frank.
Has she?
I will just have to impress her with my skills on the battlefield.
Nice skills. This doesn't feel good.
Even if I die, please, protect this area.
It's a
Oh.
farce. All of it.
It's a what, Dimitri? Birdie sucked. hands. I love me. That's just, I mean, I barely knew those two at all, and they were the uppity noblemen, but still! War's tough, dude. Ah.
To do? Why? How are you here? You died 5 years ago.
I was saved by my brothers, men of Dusker.
Those people you were with, they were of Dusker? And they saved you?
Your Highness, I asked that you fulfill your long-held desire, did I not? Allow me to once again act as your sword and shield. Please, let me witness your triumph. I want to behold the moment your wish is finally granted.
To do? Of course. And in exchange, I ask that you swear something to me here and now. Do not ever throw your life away again. Understood?
Your Highness. Understood.
Idiots. Embracing death for the sake of that woman. Truly foolish.
They made out. We can believe that they made out right there. This is sweet. I am crying. I have tears. He's like, don't ever. He's like, don't ever throw your life away for me. Yes, they made out and then time skipped to here. Yep. Oh my god.
I don't know. They were just beasts with human faces. I had no choice but to kill them, and so I did. That is all there is to it.
Oh, he's having a feeling.
It's about time you two returned. We must discuss our next course of action.
Please, I need to join you no matter the cost.
I'm sorry, but my hands are tied.
By the goddess, what's with all the commotion? What is this girl doing here? This is an army, not an orphanage.
I believe she's from a nearby village. She keeps insisting that she needs to join our ranks.
And you thought we could use a child on the front lines? Hurry up and take her back to her parents.
My family is gone. I don't have anywhere else to go. Please, I can use magic and I can fight. I can cook, do laundry, anything.
I'm sure there are plenty of more suitable places to find work. Why are you so fixated on this army, young lady?
I need to get revenge. I must strike down the one who murdered my big brother.
Your Highness, what should we do?
Let her do as she pleases.
Thank you. Very much.
What was that? Oh. What was that look? She's gonna die or she's gonna, like, shank us.
Part
Bond
2.
of the Eagle
Azure
and
Moon.
Lion.
Great
Oh,
Tree
blood.
Moon. Blood of the Eagle and Lion.
Ah! I don't want to stop, but we have to. It's yum yum time. Oh my god. I don't like it. You guys. I don't like it. We killed 2 of our friends. And Dudu and Dimitri can be together forever. Oh my god. Best game. Oh my gosh. I love when games do this. Like, wow. Not only were they not afraid to, like, go as far as having you, like, kill these characters that you, like, fell in love with throughout this game. Which is just, I mean, I'm so happy to see a game that's not afraid to do that. And to, like, make it sad. But then to have 3 paths that you can play? Like, and then have to experience this all over again, but then it's even worse the second time and the third time because you're even more attached to all these characters? Like, holy shit. If you hadn't done Dedue's Paralogue, where you rescue people from Dusker in part 1, they're not alive to save him? What? So it's only because we did that Paralogue that he's alive. Oh my god. See, this scares me because it's like, who else are we going to be forced to kill? Like, Ferdy and Lorenz were 2 of the people who, like, I probably bonded with the least. So, and it still hurt to kill them. And, like, I barely knew anything about them. So, like, who else are we going to be forced to kill? That's... We're going to be very, very happy that we recruited Bernadette. Oh my gosh. Who's next? Exactly, and it's not like they were the bad guys, necessarily. They're just on the opposite side of war as us. Exactly. Thank God you recruited Bernie, right? Oh my gosh. So many, like, branching storylines and stuff. Wow. Okay, well, it's yum yum time. I gotta send you guys over to Mr. P, and I gotta go eat my dinner. So we're gonna leave it there. Tomorrow we're gonna play Guild Wars 2. We're gonna play Guild Wars 2 Tuesday. But then we'll continue this on Wednesday. As long as I can, you know, keep playing the same game, I really want to just get through the rest of this game. So, yeah, like, let's power through this game the rest of this week. I'm down. Chemic says, I stopped a Blue Lions run because I wound up in a battle where I had to kill Bernie. Are you serious? Oh my god. This is really tough, but at the same time, I respect the heck out of a game that'll do this. That's not afraid to do this and destroy your emotions. It's refreshing, honestly, because so many games are afraid to kill their characters, let alone make you kill the characters. And then to have, like, so many, like I said, like, replayability and being able to play different sides and branching storylines and the paralogs, like, you know, if you didn't do this, then this character doesn't show up later. Like, it's crazy. Wow. They're pulling Game of Thrones. Oh man, I'm scared. Oh my god. This is a franchise that's never been afraid of killing its characters. Although they definitely did it bigger in this one. Wow. No, mad respect. Mad respect for a game that's not afraid to do that. Thank you, Ram. Thank you for lurking today. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, thank you so much, guys. This is amazing. I'm super excited to play more. We'll be playing Guild Wars 2 tomorrow. It's been a while. It's been a while since I played Guild Wars 2, so it'll be cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna pass you guys over to Mr. P. We are going to eat a delicious dinner. I'm so excited and I'm so hungry. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for all the support. I'm gonna throw my socials in the chat, my YouTube, my Discord, Twitter, Instagram, in case you want to check out any of those for more content. I have a second YouTube channel where I put raw Twitch VODs. So feel free to subscribe to that as well. I'm currently putting up the Fire Emblem playthrough. So those will continue to go up. And yeah, there's like 5 or 6 years of full game playthroughs on that channel. Oh. Whoa, whoa.
Sorry, Biscuit, sorry.
Huh.
Do you want some apple in the salad? Or
Ooh.
would you like to get crazy and eat chili?
Oh. Apple in the salad or apple in the sauce? Oh. 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 Both. I was actually thinking that. Both.
Oh my god.
All the apples make everything better, right? Yes. Yes. Ooh. Yes. Let's go check that out. Heck yeah, both. Heck yeah, both. Oh, you've been watching my Final Fantasy IX playthrough. Oh man, that was a fun one. That was a really, really fun one. Yes. Oh my god. Yes, thank you for staying up for that, Talus. Oh my god. Oh my god. Freaking to do. I'm so happy. I'm so happy he's alive. Ah, thank you, Spec. Thank you, everybody. I love you so much. Oh my gosh. All right. I'm gonna go. Thank you, guys. Have a beautiful evening. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna send you guys over to Mr. P, and I will see you over on that channel in just a moment. Stay peachy and go with love, guys. Take care. Bye.